What's up and welcome to the Will Swallow.
Who? What's happening?
And then he freezes. And then he freezes. That's what makes it even better.
It froze at the perfect moment too.
You got it? You good? You got it?
Oh boy.
You know
What
where
did
you're at?
you even say?
Oh boy.
You know where you are, sir.
I almost said Little Swole guys.
Oh, swole guy.
Then we changed. We pivot. We're a fitness channel now.
Oh man.
All right. Whew. Let me take a deep breath.
LSG baby.
LSG. That sounds like a drug.
That song's on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up and welcome to the Little SWAT. What the
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Los Wise Guys podcast. That is your host, Eslam Rock out of the sun. We also have Emperor Disco and Papa Sunkiller, Dan, right here. How you guys doing?
I think I'm having a
I
stroke.
think Islam definitely needs medical attention over there.
I think I'm having a stroke. Oh my god.
Oh,
Los Wise guys.
that's
There
who
you
we are.
What's up?
You know, since high school,
Yeah.
it hasn't changed yet. I know you're forgetting a lot, but you can't forget that one.
It's real bad over there.
Los Wise guys. There we go. Okay. I think I might be able to speak in this episode. Let's see.
I hope.
'Cause we're reviewing Superman at DC Studios, the DCU first movie release. It's doing very well in the box office.
Mhm.
I think the majority of the reviews are also they're good reviews.
Mhm.
So I think and then there's like I've seen a couple of things where people are like nitpicking on.
Always.
Some are political, some are story changes. Um
Yeah.
but otherwise, like I think for the majority, like people have been like liking the movie and like are kind of like hopeful again for like DC um superhero universe. So um I think I'll start with my initial thoughts of the movie, like no spoilers. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I can see like it was a pretty fast-paced film. Like you you were kind of like in it right away. We didn't do like a full like origin story, but like you kind of got a little bits and pieces of it here and there. But like you just jumped into Superman's life and Superman and Clark's life in Metropolis, and we just went. It was just like But I really enjoyed the take on all the characters. Loved Lex Luthor, loved Superman, loved the Justice Gang. You know what I mean? So they were all fun characters, and I enjoyed them. So looking forward to more, and digging David Cornsweet. Crypto was also a piece of shit, but loved him. We'll talk about that more, but you know, um, Disco, why don't you go next? We'll save Dan for last.
I let me preface with I don't really care for Superman that much, so I was it didn't really do much for me. I was interested in the Justice Gang.
Yeah.
Without doing too much spoilers or whatever. That was interesting, but overall, I eh, didn't really change my life watching it.
God.
Okay. Dan?
Loved it. Really liked it.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I was looking forward to this movie.
Me too.
James Gunn doing doing superhero movies is kind of usually good.
Yeah.
I would say for the most part. So him doing Superman, it was all right. The trailers were good ahead of time. So yeah, I really did like it. I like that they didn't give us another origin because we have
Yeah.
seen this origin plenty of times. I know there's still people out there who might not know it, but you can look it up. And they set it up. I feel like it was setting up the DCU
Well,
perfectly. I thought they did a really good job setting up the next 10 years of this.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I think the next project that are supposed to happen is like, I mean, Pacemaker season 2 is going to be releasing at
Yeah.
some time this.
Pacemaker.
Yeah, Peacemaker.
Yeah,
You good, bro?
I'm taking that.
I
Like,
need a
it made
pacemaker
me
at this
chuckle,
point.
but I was gonna try to let it go. But it's
I
gonna
didn't even
I'm sorry, I couldn't let it
I
go.
didn't even realize I said that. Like, okay, Peacemaker is coming
Yeah.
out soon.
It's
Um,
a new
then
hero
I
we
think
haven't
it's
heard
gonna
about.
be followed by
Pacemaker.
like Supergirl, Lanterns, and Clayface.
That sounds about right.
And I think those are like the next like confirmed projects. And then there's like Brave and the Bold after all that, which
Yeah.
will be introducing the new Batman. And in some point between all those, we're gonna get the um oh shit, I forgot what Matt Reeves is Batman 2.
So yeah, I was reading up on that stuff a little bit. Like Brave and the Bold is gonna be a while.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna be waiting a while.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be.
That.
It's probably gonna be like halfway through the DCU.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one thing that James Gunn did say in interviews was because not everybody is paying attention to movies, especially superhero movies, in that depth. So
yeah,
they're gonna think, why is there a Robert Pattinson Batman and why is there this other actor Batman?
yeah.
What is like people aren't gonna understand that it's two separate things. So like his thing was he's planning like when they do
People
make
are
the
stupid.
movies. Yeah, but it's like at this point, I'm starting to reach a point in my life where it's like I just already know people are stupid, and I was
Mm.
just like, unfortunately, you have to make way for the stupid people sometimes.
I mean,
So
they are the majority.
exactly, so it's like yeah, so we're at the point where he even said he's like he doesn't want two Batman movies coming out not in the same calendar year
Mm.
to
Well,
kind of
definitely not
try
in the
to
same
alleviate.
calendar year. That I
Yeah,
understand, but like,
but it's like it's kind of
we'll see.
obvious it's two different things. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah. But they're gonna see Batman's. But let's get back to the movie
know. Yeah,
Superman. We're gonna jump into some spoilers. Um, there was a lot of so just to superficial stuff. You can definitely see James Gunn's style on the movie. He had a lot of these little comedic parts that you've seen in Guardians of the Galaxy, that you've seen in um,
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Like when they released that monster and it was like tiny and it was like running and it was funny and it was adorable, and then it becomes giant.
Also, the
Um,
stabbing of the eyes.
yes, yeah, because
At
they
this
did
point,
that
that's a
with
James
Starro.
Gunn
Yeah, yeah, because
thing.
they did that with Starro too,
Yeah,
so that was hilarious. But um, yeah, I enjoy like a lot of people have like not a lot of people, but like the people like I spoke with Rusty about this and he really enjoyed like Mr. Terrific. Like and like I've seen like other people review the film and they were like
Mr.
the
Terrific was
other
great.
character that stood out to them was like Mr. Terrific. Like
Yep.
obviously Superman and Lois were like great. Uh Lex Luthor was great in this movie. I really
Hell
loved
yeah.
the take on Lex Luthor, how evil he was, how smart he was, and
I think this is my favorite iteration of a live action Lex Luthor, to be honest.
I think it was the most comic accurate one because they
Yeah.
never really like they always show him as rich and powerful, but they never show how smart he is. And like this one came through. It's kind of like when they did the Robert Pattinson Batman. It's like you don't really
You
get to
got the
see the
detective.
detective.
Yep.
You know, he's the world's greatest detective. You don't get to see that often, and you got to really like see it there. And so it was like nice, and it was nice to see how smart Luther was.
Mhm.
And I'm hoping we get to see when they do their take on the Brave and the Bold, because like the only person that's like usually smarter than Luther is like Batman, you know?
Yeah.
Um and maybe not like smarter just on paper, but like Batman has like these other skills that like give him an edge on Luther.
Yeah.
Like Luther might have like the upper hand in like some technology and like bit whatever, but like Batman is Batman and he always like can, you know. Um so I'm really interested to see like the kind of Batman they're gonna do because like the way I saw Luther with all like his tech and stuff like that, I'm expecting to see Batman like that. Like I want to see the Batcave like all teched out. He's super smart. He's doing his business. Like I really want to see that being developed for Batman. Um, for Green Lantern,
Mm.
love Guy Gardner. You know he had his jokes in there. He's an asshole. Um,
Nathan Fillion was a great Guy Gardner, I think.
yeah, I'm super excited for the Lantern show. Um, We're gonna get two other great actors for Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Who are they?
So, um, I
I would.
know them by face, but I don't
Yeah,
know
I
them by
forget.
name.
I do remember reading about it. And I forget who it was. Here, I'll look it up real quick.
And then Hawk Girl, I wasn't too impressed with.
Okay.
She was kind of there, and also that Hawk scream was just like really. I thought it was dumb.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I do. One thing about Hawkgirl, I do want to say, like, yeah, she didn't do much, but what she did do was Hawkgirl. Like she was kind of like, I'm not really trying to like, I'm here. Yes, I'm here for
yeah.
justice and everything, but at the same time, it's just like, yes, I'm not like all about like this friendly, touchy feely shit. Like, I'm just here for
No,
this.
I
Yeah, and
like
then
how she bounced off of the Green Lantern. Like the
yeah,
Green Lantern's like, we're the Justice Gang, and she's like, definitely not, or like,
yeah.
yeah.
just the counter
No,
to
Well,
counter
that
him.
I enjoyed the banter between all of them.
yeah,
Um, I'm just like talking as like just her character. Like, yes, okay, she didn't do much, which is fine. I like
but she
Hot Girl.
killed what's his name? Like she's showing like that
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
hawk person. Like that's where it's just like she didn't do much, but what she did was impactful. She killed the president of Moravia,
yes, she did.
or at least we believe so.
But like yes, she I think in the little bit that they showed her, they embodied the hot girl that I know from like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, like like the Themysciran hot girl.
Mhm.
Again, I just like I thought that screaming, like the hawk scream, was just
The
like
scream
really
was
dumb.
kind
I'm like,
of
why is she like she's not like half hawk? Like she's like which one is she? Like is she Themysciran or is she like just a metahuman? Because in the beginning they had like 300 years ago metahuman
Yeah, there's
appeared,
like
blah
the
blah blah
yeah.
blah blah. So it's
I
just like,
really like that intro, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah,
is she metahuman or is she um an alien?
yeah.
Obviously we have both, right? Because there's the metahumans and then Superman's an alien. So there's like, and then we got Green Lanterns, Oa. So we definitely know there's aliens out there. Like they built it into the universe, so everything doesn't have to be
Yep.
just metahuman. So is she going to be a Themysciran? If she is, that's pretty cool.
I hope so.
We're gonna get the nth medal. Maybe we'll see Carter Hall. Like I don't know, Hawkman. But um, I do want to start touching on some story
So
line points.
just
But I
I
will,
know
yeah.
that there's gonna be a comic book nerd listen to this. It's not the mascara. That's Wonder Woman.
Oh shit.
I forget the name of the planet, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Uh.
I'll look it up because I know what it is and I just can't
Yeah.
think of it. Let me just type in Hawkeye planet.
Do you guys have any opinions on the like the characters and stuff?
It's Thanagar.
Thanagar.
Yeah,
Yes. Thank you.
I thought the characters are great. I really did like Mr. Terrific,
Yeah.
who he did get redemption. I don't know if you guys remember. He was an X-Men First Class.
Yes. It was.
Yeah,
yeah. He was the like invincible guy. Like
something
he
like
could
that.
withstand his body adapts or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like the fact that he got to
His name was
be a
Darwin.
much better character.
Yeah.
So we got that.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about is David Corn Sweat himself.
Yeah.
Kicked ass.
Yeah. He
Kicked
was
ass.
great.
He nailed it, dude.
Yeah.
And then with that being said, Lois fucking Lane. I feel like she did a great job. I feel like the chemistry was there.
Yeah.
Which, let's be real, I really liked Henry Cavill as Superman, but he had no chemistry with Amy Adams. Like, and it's like I didn't realize it until I watched this. When I was just like,
They didn't.
okay.
They didn't have enough time to have chemistry.
But it's like even when they did, it's just like the closest
Yeah.
thing they did was like, hey, there's that one time they're in the same bathtub.
Yeah.
Like, and that's one of the movies. Like, that's it. And it's there's an image that they
Yeah.
put online that was pretty funny, where it's just like you see David Cornsweet, and I can't remember the actress's name that played Lois in this movie, but it's like them taking a picture together, and it's just them not in character, just them like normal. They're taking a picture, and you could see that they like being around each other. And then they showed a picture of Amy Adams and Henry Cavill, and they were like in costume, and it looked like Henry Cavill was turning her into the police. Like, and it was so funny. And like, since we're in spoiler territory, and I did mention Henry Cavill. You don't know how bad I wanted that to be Ultraman.
Oh, that would have been cool.
I was like, please do it. Please do the damn thing and make him Ultraman. But
That would have been very cool.
Yeah.
That never even crossed my mind, but
Yeah,
fuck, that
that
would have
the
been
whole time,
amazing.
like I was like, they're gonna show him, and it's like
Yeah,
I'm there in the theater. I'm just like, oh please, I'm still not mad about it.
yeah, yeah,
For anybody who knows Ultraman, you knew it was a variation of Superman.
yeah,
But yeah, I thought it was damn. I was like, oh, okay. Well, we got another David Corn sweat. I'm fine with it.
yeah. Well, it was interesting because, like I think most of the comic book nerds knew it was Ultraman because they saw the U.
Yeah,
It's just like which ultra, like, is it gonna be?
Earth 3 Ultraman. Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it was kind of like a Ultraman slash like Bizarro type thing where it's
Well,
like
there is a version of Ultraman that is that. That is
a
what they did as
clone.
well. I
Yeah,
forget which version of it, which who wrote what book. You know how it is.
yeah,
But yeah, it was. There is one version that's that. But another character is the engineer.
yeah.
So when I found out that the engineer was in the movie, and I knew that they were going to do a it's not Stormwatch, it's Planet Watch. When they were going to
Oh,
like do that stuff,
mhm,
I was just like, because in the comics, at least the New 52, that when they made Stormwatch part of the DC,
mhm.
she was like, she eventually becomes like the leader of Stormwatch when
Oh, that's
what's Martian
right.
Manhunter is just like, fuck this,
Yeah,
I'm out,
yeah,
and I'm going to erase all your memories of me existing. And
yeah,
then
yeah.
she becomes the leader, and she was always a really cool character. I always
Mhm.
liked the engineer, and she never existed in any movie. So this is like her movie debut, and
Nice.
I thought it was really cool. Like the way they showed off her abilities and what she can
Yeah.
do.
There
Like
was
she's
one really
suffocating
stupid scene,
Superman.
but
What's
with
that?
her, but yeah, I enjoyed her. I
Yeah,
said there was one really stupid scene with her, but it was just like
which one?
when they broke into the Fortress of Solitude and she was like fighting the robots and then
Mm.
she like did a backflip and then turned
And then she
inside out
walked
and
into
upside
it.
down. Yeah. And I
Oh,
was just like
There's no point.
there was
that
absolutely
was
no like
Yeah, yeah.
tactical like thing for her to do that. It was just like showing off CGI. Be
You
like,
wonder what the tact was? The
it
tact
didn't
was
even
that
look cool.
they had a certain amount of money left over in the budget. Like we need to spend this.
like
Well, we because
really?
we need the surplus for when we make
Sorry,
the
sorry.
sequel.
Like, listen. Like, you could have spent the money you spent on that to fix Superman's clown feet in that scene with Crypto.
I'm seeing a lot of that, and I was just like, I didn't even know. Saw the movie twice, didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
No,
Like,
I
it's one
know,
of those
but
things where it's like, yeah, I
it's
know what
just
you're
like
talking about.
really dumb scene. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, just like I don't know, but
yeah,
otherwise, yeah, she was great. I like the character.
yeah.
Ultraman was hilarious because he was like just really dumb, and loved that he was calling out the moves with like numbers and letters, and like he figured out all these moves,
And
and
that's a Lex Luthor thing.
yeah.
That is something Luthor would do.
I also like I feel like some people had an issue with this, which I didn't, and having Superman be vulnerable. Like
Oh
having
yeah,
Superman be not just overpowered right away. Like he was getting hurt, he was getting his
yep.
ass beat, he was getting up again. Um I really enjoyed that aspect about this movie as well. Also, he's a young Superman. Like this I feel like this is like year 1, year 2 of Superman, right?
I think
Like
it was
he's a
three. No?
year 3.
Well, remember in the intro,
He's
it's
doing
like 30, 300 years, 30 years. I think 3 years ago he revealed himself to the world as Superman.
Oh, okay. I might have not
Yeah,
caught that part. Okay,
yeah.
so he's 3 years into being Superman, which is like still not, he's still getting the hang of this. There was a couple really interesting decisions that I really enjoyed from James Gunn that made the character more interesting. Now, Disco, you were like, I don't like Superman. A lot of us comic book nerds feel like Superman is kind of, little one-dimensional. He's a little
He's the
boring,
Boy
the Boy
Scout.
Scout, kind of like the Steve Rogers of the DCU, right? I feel like I feel like James Gunn made a couple of decisions that made him a little bit more interesting and a little bit more fun. One is that he made him vulnerable. Like he can get hurt, right? So fighting a clone of himself, obviously another Kryptonian, same powers, he was getting hurt. Um, Two, uh, the message from his from Jarrell and Laura.
Mhm.
Jarrell being what's his name? Um,
Um, yeah. What's the Rocket
that actor.
Raccoon? What's his name?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Which is I was just like, why is he in this? Like I'm
Hey
just,
man, James Gunn guy.
yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
I was looking for Batista.
I don't think Batista wants to be in any more superhero movies.
Oh, he has said like if it's James Gunn, he'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I'm not even joking. I was legitimately looking for Batista.
that would have been
You
funny.
talk about Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Yeah, he was Jarrell, and like he, in the movie, you hear this message that they're giving him, and later on, it's revealed that like the message is kind of, uh, he's saying like, we saved you, we sent you to Earth, and we sent you to rule them. Yeah, that was kind of like the gist of the message. He his whole life he only heard half of it, and he kind of assumed the rest. And what I like about that is that his human upbringing made him fill in the rest of it, being like, oh, I'm here to like save these people,
Yeah.
not to rule them. I'm here to be one of them, save them, which is a kind of a sentiment that happened in Man of Steel, right? Like when,
Living amongst them. Yeah,
yeah, when sorry,
Russell
I'm
Crowe.
like, thank you. When Russell Crowe was telling Superman, like, you're supposed to lead them into the light. Like, he's not
Hmm.
saying rule them. He's like, you can bring the best out of these people. They're a young species. They need a leader. Like, you can lead them into their future. Um, and I thought that was like an amazing thing. And here it's kind of a little bit of the opposite. But what makes it more interesting is that now you have Superman's like humanity upbringing, and now he's like the most powerful being on the planet. And in his mind, he was like, oh, I'm here to help these people. And then all of a sudden, like, my birth parents are telling me to like conquer them or rule them. And now it's like, oh, there's like this little bit of conflict. Now people were already kind of on the fence with him, and they turned on him quick. um so there was like a lot of like, we got to see, we in the comic book, when I've read Superman, there's usually isn't an internal struggle.
Hmm.
Like a lot of the comic books with like Batman, Green Lantern, like Green Arrow, like there was always like this internal monologue, an internal struggle for the character that you were like privy to. And that I never like got that for Superman that much, cuz like what is he like struggling about? But like this brought like an internal struggle that you kind of got to see. And like the conversation and interview between him and Lois Lane when she was like asking him when he got involved in like this international thing was just like, it was really cool, because I feel like he was getting frustrated because he was just like, people were gonna die. Like, like
Yeah,
I don't comprehend why you're asking me these stupid ass questions when
yeah,
people were gonna die. Like, what else was I supposed to do? Just let them die? Like,
yeah,
that doesn't compute for him.
yeah,
And then later on, you get to see like how much life is precious for him, because he like saves a squirrel
yeah.
in the middle of like
He
the,
did.
the fight, and I was like, that's a really like
Yeah,
cool
and
detail that
and
he put in there.
and this Superman, if you because I noticed it more the second time I'm watching it, but it's just like every fight
Yeah,
is not him trying to win. It's him trying to make sure everybody is as safe as they possibly can
yeah,
be.
yes,
Every fight, he's stopping something from falling on people. He's moving people out of the way. He's
yeah,
checking on people and asking if they're okay in the
yeah.
middle of a fight. So it's just
He's
like this
also
is
like,
like it's Superman, dude. Like that is who Superman is.
when they were fighting the kaiju, he was like looking for ways to like bring it out of the city so
Yeah,
they don't have to kill it.
yeah.
And
And the
like
Justice
it was
Gang's like, no, fuck that. We're gonna stab his eyes.
He was
yes,
even like judging the Justice Gang for like
Yeah,
making
yeah,
like being too sloppy because they were
yeah,
like hurt, like potentially hurting people.
yeah,
yeah, yeah. And then like when they killed it, and he was like, I wanted to see if I," and Gaga was like, bro, stop being a wuss. Like,
yeah,
like it's like he built an, I feel like he started to build an interesting Superman
yeah,
character, and I'm really enjoying it.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then with the costume stuff, I was like listening to some interviews, and I think it's like a really cool and smart decision, because like, and this comes from comic books as well. Also, like the whole, like, people were losing their mind about the parents telling him like to
Which not for
conquer.
nothing, I forget which book it is. It's happened in comics, so
That's what I was just about to say. It was like
everybody
I
loves to
looked
talk
it up.
about. Oh yeah, they made this, they did that. I was like, anything you've seen is fucking happened at some point in the comic book. I'm telling you,
James Gunn isn't just gonna pull shit out of his ass. Like
he's
the
a
man,
comic book fan.
yeah,
You
the
can
man,
tell he's a comic book fan.
And the man does his research. Like
Yep.
he's gonna go look for, like, if he has an idea, he's like, I'm sure someone's done it already. Let me
Yep.
go find it and see how it was done.
Yep.
And you draw from that and you make it your own. And he did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That was in the comics. The trunks. And this, like, I feel like this made so much sense once, like, I heard David Cornsweet talking about it with, like, and James Gunn, like, why they chose to bring the trunks back. And, like,
Yeah.
Superman is supposed to be the most powerful being on the planet.
Mhm.
His colors are bright for the children.
Mhm.
Like they're not dark and like like they're bright colors to make children feel at ease.
Mhm.
The trunks are silly.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be silly. They're
Yeah.
meant to be silly again to make the people feel at ease. And that
Mhm.
makes so much sense. I love like these little details and when they get explained for the reason why they were done.
Mhm.
It's really fun to see. But yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense, especially for the children, right? Like
Yeah.
these are like the kids that worship him and like
Yeah.
they're like, oh my god, it's Superman. And like, so the colors need to be, you know, also they were destroying the fuck out of that city and I was just like, god damn.
I mean, yeah. When's the last time you watched a superhero movie and the city isn't getting destroyed? Every time I watch it, the older I get, I just keep on thinking. I was like, my God, the taxes.
Yeah, for real, bro.
You know, it's just like it's one of those things. But yeah, no. I mean, like this really is like they nailed it, man. They
Yeah.
nailed Superman. It's like don't get me wrong, I really liked Henry Cavill Superman. I'm not gonna say I
I,
didn't.
I listen. I love the take. I
Exactly. I
always
love that
said
take.
I like the
Yeah.
darker take on Superman. It was interesting. I'm glad someone did it.
Yeah,
We've
and
seen
this
it in
is
comics. Like it's just
exactly, and this is them just being like, hey, let's get a little bit more accurate here, and they're gonna make a couple things, and like I said, that's that particular scene where you have Superman and Lois, the interview,
yeah,
where he literally is getting frustrated. He's just doing like, people were going to die.
yeah,
You know, I get that, and then like, I really feel like they nailed Lois.
yeah.
Because Lois is asking the questions that you don't want to hear, but they need to be asked. She's like, "Hey,
She's like, I'm not
you
gonna go easy on you because we're dating.
exactly."
Like
This is
she has like the girlfriend Lois, but like
yep.
when she started the interview, she turned into
Interview Lois is like vicious and always has been, and they fucking
yo.
nailed that,
I
dude.
love that so much.
They nailed it.
I love like the comparison of
Oh
like
yeah,
that, where she's like all lovey dovey, and then she's like, "Can I interview?" Sure. Bam, reporter
yep,
Lois is on the scene. I'm gonna fuck you up.
yeah. And Superman is not somebody who can handle that interview.
No, yo,
He
he
never has
cannot.
been, never will be. But yeah, man, it was so good. One of the things that they were talking about with the suit, I saw a lot of complaints where they do side by side comparisons. Everybody Superman, after years of talking shit about him, now all of a sudden people like Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
So
of
it's
course.
like they keep on comparing Henry Cavill to him. Like, look at like his suit. It's like this, that, and the other. And I remember James Gunn. He said this specifically about Batman because they asked about the Batman suit, and then he's like, "Well, I don't think these superheroes would be making artificial abs and putting them into their suits." I was like, "That's a very good fucking point. Who's gonna actually do something like that?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Hang on, I need people to think I got a six pack. Let me just
Yeah.
fix this right here." Like, no, it's like you're just gonna wear something. You're gonna wear
Yeah.
something. This is your symbol. This is who you are. Go out and fight. Like,
Yeah.
that's their thing. But no, man, I love this movie. And one thing I wanted to mention is we're in spoiler territory, so we already know Supergirl
Oh
does
yes,
have an appearance.
I did want to. Oh, before we talk about Supergirl, can we
Yeah,
talk about Crypto real quick?
yeah. Let's talk about crypto.
How much of a piece of shit Crypto was in this
Loved
movie?
crypto.
I
Loved
loved
crypto.
him too. I loved him
So
too. He
good.
was an asshole
He was
this
the
whole
worst dog
time.
ever. He was the worst dog ever.
He was so goddamn funny.
Yeah,
Like I loved the dog's personality and like he had a lot of personality.
yeah,
And it made so much sense at the end when like Supergirl came in, she's fucking drunk and she was
yeah.
like, "Thank you for looking after my dog." And I'm like, it makes sense like why
And,
he's an asshole.
and it's great because it's like so many people hated crypto when they showed him in the first trailer.
Yeah.
And then it's like even people like even me, I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna hate it. Once again, the rule stands. Everybody thought Heath Ledger was going to suck as the Joker, and he shut everybody the fuck up. So
Yeah.
now I'm just like, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to watch it and see what happens. So I see crypto. I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna make crypto work in a movie, but James Gunn, you have my blessing. Let's watch it. And then it was just like it was perfect. And then the thing is, like they show him off in the trailer, and it's just like, why is Crypto the super dog in this movie? And Crypto plays such a fucking pivotal role in the movie, and I love it, especially like when you have Superman one of the great things about Superman, like you were talking yourself about how he's like trying to save people and this, that, and the other. When he gets to the point where he's just like all this and that and the other, blah blah blah, he's doing everything. He's like, listen, he's a dog. He's out there and he's afraid.
Yeah.
I just want to save him. Like that is Superman to a T. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the
I
life
mean,
is. He's trying to save them.
dude, the man saved the squirrel in the middle of a kaiju attack,
Exactly.
and I'm just like, I love that scene
Yeah.
so much because it like really brings home like the
Yeah.
kind of like I'm not saying super like Henry Cavill's Superman would have just like stomped that squirrel.
He wouldn't have gotten out of his way though.
No, like he just like would have like flew around it and like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, damn man, like he was just like it was really just it was he wanted to make like really embody that comic book Superman of
He
like
did.
Boy Scout, you know, and he did it very well.
Yeah.
Are we missing something? So we
I mean,
talked
there's a
about the
lot.
Green Lanterns. We talked about
You got what's his face? The
Metamorpho.
Metamorpho,
Yeah,
Baby Joey. Uh
yeah, the baby. The
Jimmy
Pocket
Olsen. that
Jimmy Olsen and that girl were hilarious.
was what's her name? Miss Tessmacher from the Christopher Reeve Superman movies.
Oh, nice.
She was like Lex Luthor's like secretary or whatever, so they brought her back for this.
Oh, that's very cool.
Speaking of the original, well, I guess you could call it the original Superman.
Mhm.
The fact that they're using that theme and putting it on a fucking electric guitar, one of the greatest themes ever
Yeah.
created, and then you just put that on an electric guitar, it just sounds badass. Fucking love that song.
Lex Luthor. Let's talk about Lex Luthor for a little bit. My God, that man is fucking petty. Like he had ex-girlfriends locked up in the fucking Pocket universe.
Oh yeah, this
And
man
then-
knocked over a cup of pencils. They picked it up. And he knocked it over again for no
Yeah.
fucking reason.
It was so
So I want you to pick it up again. I'm Lex Luthor.
I like so those are like the little James Gunn like
Oh, yeah.
comedic moments, and like he did it so well. Like that guy was like an amazing Lex Luthor. It was
Nicholas
fantastic.
Holt, yeah, he's great in everything he does. But even then, the whole like when he's drinking the thing and he's talking shit about crypto, and
Yeah.
Superman's like, "Where's the dog?" He's like, "What dog? I don't know what you're talking about." Dog in a stupid red cape. And he's like, "What? You heard that? I heard what you said."
Yeah. His plan to like he had like fucking hundreds of like monkeys
Yeah,
hooked up to like a computer that they
Yeah.
were just like
just being internet trolls, calling them
Yeah.
super shit. Like,
yeah. Yo, that was like he like what I liked about that is like they brought it into like modern time where like you want to attack somebody's image and you're doing it through like so many multiple different ways. Like
Yeah.
you got your internet bots, you got your news, you have this, that. Oh man, that I don't know. That was a really good movie. I enjoyed the hell out of that.
dude, I really liked it. But what I was saying before with Supergirl, it
Yeah.
mostly ties into the message. Does all of Kryptonians feel the same way that Superman's parents did? Because Supergirl's her parents, Superman's uncle was
Yeah.
also a scientist.
Yeah.
And like, what's the deal? What's her reason for being here? Like, I'm very curious to see what her upbringing was because I'm assuming doesn't have the same values as Superman. So like,
Well, I mean,
I'm very curious to see what that's gonna be.
well, we can see that there's an age difference.
Yeah.
Right. Supergirl is they did the thing where I guess she got sent after like he left and maybe
So
her ship got
it's the thing where it's like she's older, but she's actually older, but she's technically younger or something.
yeah, like
Yeah.
she's older than him in the
'Cause she
sense
froze
like
in
he was like
space.
14 while he was a baby, but like in space time dilation he
Yep.
came to Earth, grew up. By the time she got there she's still 14. He's
Yep.
like in his 20s or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So now she's like she's like a teenager rebelling. She apparently goes to planets with red suns to
To
get
get drunk. Love
So
that.
I thought that was hilarious,
Fucking
and I
love
loved like the James Gunn and like people are saying like Supergirl's movie is just gonna be exploring how she's a mess and not have her shit together like Superman.
And the thing is, I'm really curious about that because, like, think about it. What if, like, they build it into the story? Like, she's doing that because of how fucked up her life is. Like, if she was, like, let's say they do, like, she was frozen in space. Like,
Mhm.
Krypton exploded yesterday.
Yeah,
yesterday, and now your little baby cousin is a full grown adult. You're on
Yeah.
this whole new planet. You don't know what the fuck is happening.
You got these
Like,
powers.
was Candor taken by what's his face already?
Yeah.
Is that going to be in the
Brainiac?
movie
I
by
don't know.
Brainiac? You know what I'm saying? Are we finally going to get a Brainiac in a live action movie?
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that could happen, and it's just like I cannot wait to see that take on the character. Like,
Yeah, I feel like Supergirl's movie might be a little bit of a combination of like coming of age story and then kind of just like really dealing with her like loss and like getting her shit together, and like her getting going out to get drunk is kind of like dealing with that pain. And
no,
that's kind of like just from
what we've
like
seen.
that 2 second scene,
Yeah,
that's what I'm inferring.
that's what I'm going to speculate as well. But
Yeah.
one thing I know is one thing I've seen from time and time again with James Gunn superhero movies, he likes to do ensembles.
Yeah.
And that's something where it's like Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad. A lot of people were talking, okay, you're going to take a Superman movie. Superman kind of doesn't really have an ensemble. Yeah, there's Lois, there's Jimmy Olsen, but there really isn't an ensemble. And then he introduces the Justice Gang. So I'm curious as to how he's going to do. Is he doing Supergirl? Now I think about it.
I'm not I don't remember if he's doing Supergirl or not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they'll do Teen Titans. I don't know.
Well, I
Maybe
mean,
they'll do a version of Teen
so he's
Titans.
not directing Supergirl, no, because
No.
he's not directing all the movies.
No, he's
And
not.
I haven't heard them talk about Teen Titans just yet.
So if they are gonna do an ensemble type thing, they can either do Teen Titans or they can do a version of like the Legion.
Teams.
Huh?
There's so many teams, like
Yeah, like Legion of Superheroes or
But what's called disco? I mean, now we're in spoiler territory. Me and Eslam have been doing like all the talking, so I do apologize, but we're nerdy about this shit,
yeah.
especially DC Comics. I'm curious from the outside looking in, like
Yeah,
spoiler
because you said you
territory.
didn't really care
Yeah.
for it much. But what do you think now? Like after we've kind of dissected some of the stuff that we've seen based on like comic books and shit.
One thing that you guys are like talking about was like the humanity of Superman, and that kind of landed with me too. That was probably one of the better parts of the movie,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because they really did make him feel. He really did feel like a different Superman, and he really was. Like you said in an interview, you could see the frustration, and like I don't know. I always just see Superman as like, okay, I got to save the people, do good, and you don't really see that.
Yeah.
The humanity in him. He's always just like a hero at first, like always. Like and well,
He's always like this,
not
like-
that I like know as much about him as you guys, but like from what I've seen, that's like he always just kind of
He's always like the stoic figure. like-
yeah, he always has to be the pillar of strength and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And in this one, you kind of see like the cracks, like you
Yeah.
know, the humanity cracking through, like because you know, I don't think Superman from Justice League or anything would like crack, like you know, kind of be like, you know, why I did that, like, and I felt like I saw that in Clark Kent, or at least you know Clark Kent at least, and you guys spoke about the engineer. I thought she was okay. Cool power. I did like how she choked Superman. That was cool.
Yeah.
The Supergirl is interesting. I feel like you said, she's like completely kind of like the opposite moral compass of Superman. I feel like feel like you could get more raunchier comedy into that type of movie. So I'm looking forward to that. You guys mentioned Lois Lane. Landed flat with me. I don't know. I'm not really into it.
Okay.
I did like Jimmy Olsen. I don't know. I've seen him in Righteous Gemstone too, so I'm kind of like familiar.
I love
with
that
him.
actor.
He's
so
he's
funny.
Really, yeah, exactly, man. He made Jimmy so cool.
Yeah.
The way he was just kind of playing the other lady too. Just yeah. I mean, what else? Kind of like looking at the actors and cast. Oh, Mr. Terrific was pretty cool. I don't know. So he like. I heard that he's like the third smartest person or something in the DC universe.
In New 52 is when I want to say when they started saying that, where he was called the third smartest, and they're just like, why are you called the third smartest? He's like, because I thought it sounded better than being first or second. So he's the one who came up with his own nickname and everything. Because he's like, he doesn't want to prove that he's the smartest. He's like, let them deal with those guys. I'm actually the smartest.
That is
Like that's who Mr. Terrific is.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
He's
Actually,
badass.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific is so fucking badass.
that is funny. I did like the Green Lantern. His haircut was fucking
That's Guy
bananas.
Gardner,
That's
bro.
OG,
Comic
bro. That's
accurate,
OG.
comic
I
accurate.
really wasn't familiar with that. It was off-putting as
Look up-
fuck at first. I was like,
you
dude,
look-
what?
Look up
Like,
Guy
what?
Gardner.
Actually, I'm
Are you even trying, bro? Like,
Bro, that was like, and of course they reference it in the movie because you have to.
yeah. And I thought Hawk Girl was pretty good, bouncing off Green Lantern, kind of like
Dora the Explorer,
putting from
Dina from Last of Us.
putting him in his place, and so I'm curious. Aslam had a point. The shrieking wasn't doing it for me. So hopefully they change that in any further movies. What else? Lex Luthor.
There you go.
Oh my god!
That's
So it really was like
Yeah.
That's wild. That is insane.
I mean, they changed it a little bit later
Yeah,
on.
but they
in,
always
New
change it back,
52,
though.
But
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Even,
this is like
in New
this is
52, they gave
OG.
it back. They gave him his haircut back.
Yeah, look at this. Look at
He was
this.
just an asshole.
yeah.
Like Guy Gardner is always my favorite Green Lantern simply because of how much of an asshole he is that everybody hates
Yeah.
him. Like especially Batman. Batman and Guy Gardner cannot stand one another.
Yeah, it's
So-
really funny.
Yeah, it's definitely
Alright.
my favorite Lantern.
Lex Luthor. I didn't know where to land on him. He wasn't that bad, but he wasn't. I don't know. Just I kind of like when I think Lex Luthor. I think the animated series, and I always thought he was black in the animated series.
Everybody
So
did.
I'm like looking for
Everybody
that a
did.
black Lex
Yeah.
Luthor that's bald.
He was
just
dark
fucking
skinned.
like.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had a tan too.
Yeah. had a
Man went to
tan.
the beach a lot.
Yeah,
So I'm looking for that, and he wasn't that, but he wasn't bad. It's just me looking for
Yeah.
something like I want to see that animated Lex Luthor so bad. What else? I think that's like about it for me. I don't know. Frank Grillo was in the movie too for like 2
Yep.
seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he
he
was,
plays what's his face?
Rick
the father.
Flag Senior.
Rick Flag Senior.
yeah.
Very
He was
curious to
in
see when he gets.
Creature Commandos. Yeah.
Yep. I'm very
Mm.
curious to see when they get to Peacemaker and his characters in it. That's
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
Because Creature Commandos was really good. I love that show.
Chris Manners was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And then that was like kind of the start of the DCU. And then because it was like James Gunn's first project, and then we jumped into Superman,
Yeah.
which is like the official start of like
It's weird because it's like, so the first movie is the Superman, but it starts with Creature Commandos, but actually it starts with Peacemaker. But that means it starts with Suicide Squad, which
Yep.
kind of means it's some from the other Suicide Squad, which is still connected to the Batman v Superman, which is
Mhm.
connected to Man of Steel. So it's like they're literally, that's why when the new Peacemaker comes out, it's literally like, hey, multiverse happens, everything's fixed, guys. We just pulled what we wanted to pull from the previous one.
yeah. So it's gonna be funny, but like
Yeah.
I can't wait for Peacemaker season 2. That's gonna be
So
good.
just to kind of wrap up my thoughts
Yeah.
on it, I do commend them for like doing kind of giving more depth to Superman. So I did like that. But overall, I feel like this movie, what does it for me is that it's just like a bounce off. Like I want to see all the stuff that's gonna come from this movie, where they're like the next step stuff. I think I'm probably gonna enjoy all that, probably just a bit better. But also, it's just fun to hear you guys talk about the back, like the comic book stuff and more in depth. And it does make me appreciate the movie a little more, knowing those little facts and tidbits that I kind of just went over my head. But overall, that was still okay.
I'm curious, ranking wise. I always go last on these types of things, but straight up, I enjoy the movie. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect movie because it's not. I've been thinking about it. I would give this movie like a solid like 8 out of 10.
No.
So I am curious as to what
Oh,
you
I
guys.
think I would do like an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
I'm gonna give it like
I
a
can see it.
6.5, 7.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7 because it really wasn't bad. I think I'm
Yeah.
just biasing against Superman.
Which is, it's fun because like I'll go in there and you give me a freaking Iron Man movie, It's an Iron Man movie. I ain't gonna give it a great score because I don't give a shit about Iron Man. Like it's like
It's an automatic 5 points off. Just like it doesn't matter how good it is.
it's like it's that it's like I could sit there and I could separate the movie from the thing, but it's just like when it comes to stuff like that, it's just like it is what it is.
I know it's just me being a hater, and that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it is. It is.
Yeah, absolutely, it is.
He just gonna hate. Final thoughts?
Really liked it. Looking forward to Peacemaker when that drops. And yeah, man. So far, DCU is off to a great start, and hope they keep it going strong.
Yes, sir. Disco.
I'm just cool, just chilling. I've just been working a lot, and it's been pretty good. We're setting up for the summer, so it's just kind of fun meeting the staff and all this stuff, and just getting acquainted with my new job. Been getting a lot of compliments, busting my tail, so I've been just
Good shit.
doing good stuff over there. And I got a free projector, so I'm like, hey.
Why
That thing, I'm looking forward to looking at. I want to see if I could connect my ally to that thing.
Nice.
I'm sure you can find
Yeah,
it.
yeah. If you got,
Figure out
I'll show you a link for the doc I use.
Yeah. Let me get that on the chat later. All right.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Thought Superman was great. Really looking forward to the rest of the DCU. I'm super excited now for the Green Lantern show.
I'm still iffy on it. Yeah.
I'm really excited for it, and I'm hoping it's good. I'm like praying it's a good show. It's gonna be on HBO Max. I've been told it's well, I've read, not I've been told. Nobody called and told me.
James Gunn's like, hey, that's all I got news.
He checks in every day or weekly or
How do you
something.
feel about this?
Yeah. Honestly, their shit would be a lot better, but
Hold up, I gotta run it by Aslan.
I'm kidding.
Executive producer.
I did look up the actors, by the way, for you. For Lantern. So we got Kyle Chandler, who's playing Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And then we have Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. I'm not familiar with Aaron Pierre.
Yeah. So I think I've seen him in one other thing, and he was like good, but from what the rumors we've heard online, the story's focusing on John Stewart. It's a John Stewart story, but Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan will be in it. It's giving the vibes of like a true detective story.
That's why I'm iffy on it.
And then I'm hoping like they show Oa and like some of the other lanterns and like kind of give like a little bit more of an origin story.
What's Oa?
Oa is the planet where
the home base
that is
for the Green
like the Green
okay,
Lantern home base where their battery is that charges all their rings.
Yeah, the rings
or
get charged by
charges their
battery.
mini batteries that charge their rings.
One day we're gonna
Power
explain
sword.
to you. We're gonna explain to you the
I
whole
see.
how Green
Radio
Lanterns
Shack.
work.
Huh?
Yeah. One day
Radio
we're gonna
Shack.
explain to Disco how the
That's where all
Green
the
Lanterns
power
work
is.
without any context.
Yeah.
Just have an episode where you just go down.
Let's just explain DC comics to Disco.
Oh Lord, that's gonna
Let
take
that
a
just
while.
be. Let that just be.
That
Yeah,
would
whole-
actually be pretty cool. DC for Dummies episode.
That's gonna be like a whole series of
Yeah.
episodes.
All right, now we're gonna get to Plastic Man.
Yeah. Oh.
I know.
Condiment Man.
Yeah, Condiment
Oh,
King, sir. Condiment King. He
Oh,
got.
my bad,
He's
my
not.
bad.
He's not just.
He's not just a man. My bad.
But yeah, I'm super excited for Green Lanterns. I'm hoping it's really good, and yeah, can't wait for the rest of the DCU. Thank you for listening to Those Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host. I'm doing the intro for some reason.
You gotta get it at some point. Why not at the end?
I'm forgetting everything. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, don't forget to follow us on social media, like, subscribe, share, rate, review.
Oh, man.
Go check out the YouTube channel. Yeah, whatever, man. I fucked up today.